surprise near. The game's not over, but I mean, it's effectively over. You're bad. You're bad in every fucking way, man. Oh, God.
San Francisco, there's 10 minutes left, and San Francisco's up 33-6.
Yeah, it's 33-6 right now.
There's not much to really say, honestly.
First drive is 49ers. They get a first because the Patriots can't freaking tackle.
There's nothing to even recap. The Patriots couldn't set the edge. They couldn't tackle. Receivers weren't open.
They did the first from the very first drive. It was those passes to the outside that were quick and running to the outside, and the Patriots never took either of those away, and I just don't understand. So.
And that's all they've done the whole game.
Yeah. I mean, so 49ers score right on the first drive, 7-0. Patriots punt on their next drive. The defense blew 3rd and 11 on the next drive, then 2nd and 17. I don't know. How is that possible? Edelman just broke the fucking tablet on the screen. That's good. Jesus Christ. On camera breaking the tablet.
Well, Bill did it, so.
Yeah, but Bill did it because it froze. That and Bill spiked the thing. It's pretty funny, actually. But anyway,
just all around bad.
Fortunately, the second drive was saved because Jimmy forgot how to play football and overthrew his receiver by like 10 yards. I don't know what he was doing. Devin McCourty picks it.
Yep.
And then, of course, Winovich.
Idiotically.
He tackles the quarterback on the play. Why? He blocks the quarterback on the return. The quarterback's 40 yards away from the play. What the fuck are you doing? So even Bill's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, bad.
So they lost their good return. I mean, they get a field goal. I guess it's 7-3. Next drive, 49ers drive. It gets stopped by a cover 0. All out blitz. Jimmy makes a terrible decision. It should have been an interception for a pick 6. He's lucky. If the defender just moved to the right fucking position, it's a pick.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's okay, because it's 10-3. Cam made a terrible interception. I don't know what his problem was today. He was bad. Wilson ran all over him.
At the cost of the 49ers losing 4 more players to injuries.
Including Wilson. But, I mean, Wilson's like a practice squad running back. So, I mean, it's just inexcusable. I'm sorry. It's inexcusable. You're not going against prime Le'Veon Bell.
No.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Especially when all their runs were incredibly predictable. They were all these outside runs. I mean, most of them were. And how you couldn't adjust to that is beyond me.
They didn't adjust at all.
Pretty much every run was to the outside, crack block with the fullback. And that's what it was. And how could you not adjust to that? I don't get it. So,
this is the worst performance I think I've seen by them since I've been a fan. Since 2008, this is the worst game I've ever seen.
That is Kansas City.
Yeah.
That's the Kansas City game. So the fullback gets a touchdown. Because of course he does. The extra point was blocked, so that's good. 16-3. Gunner fumbled, but recovered. The return's decent. Then there's a screen, and they fumble again and recover their own fumble. Look, virtually everything the Patriots do now is incredibly sloppy. I don't know if it's the lack of practice or what, but I have never seen a Belichick coach team
this sloppy
like this. I mean, they're beating themselves in a lot of these instances.
Yeah.
So anyway, they punt after a bad throw, of course. They don't set the edge still. So another outside run for a touchdown. It's 23-3 now at this point. I mean, it seems like they're tanking the season, but it doesn't make any sense because you competed against Seattle, so they're clearly not tanking. So I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's happened.
I mean, you've now lost 2 games to teams that aren't very good. The Denver Broncos are horrible. They're one of the worst teams in the league.
Right.
And the 49ers are just crippled by injuries. You know, so they're going to win maybe 8 games all year, barring a miracle.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the third quarter, they do make some adjustments. They run Harris more. They
used Myers. They had to because Harry got injured again.
Good, frankly. I hope he's out for the year. because Myers stepped in and it was great.
Yeah.
He's the only player on this team that had a good game.
Right, Myers.
Unfortunately, he does slip during this drive, but he caught a good pass. It's a field goal. It's good. It's 23-6. That's basically it. Then the defense blows coverage. Deep pass. And then Wilson scores on him, but blows out his ankle. I think he broke his fucking ankle. So
you could tell when he was tackled that something wasn't right.
And he looked dejected, so I'm pretty sure he broke his ankle. It's unfortunate for a guy that was playing as well as he did, because now he's not going to remember how well he played.
Yeah.
So it's 33. Then the Patriots finally look like they're having a good drive, and then Edelman drops the goddamn ball, and that's Cam's third interception. The second interception was a deep throw at the end of the second quarter, which Cam misread the safety.
Yep.
He should have gone underneath to the deep end, and he didn't. He went to the freaking the post, and he shouldn't have done that. So Stidham goes in the fourth quarter, and that's basically it. And 49ers, I guess they get a field goal at this point, 33-6. Stidham comes in, trips on the goddamn handoff because he sucks too, frankly. Look, New England fans think Stidham's the answer. I got news for you. He's not. He's bad. I've said he's been bad since they first drafted him.
He hasn't really shown too much.
He makes bad decisions.
Yeah, that's his problem.
I'm sorry, he just does. He doesn't go through reads properly.
No.
And he's never gone through reads properly. So he does terribly stupid decisions that lead to interceptions. And it's because he's going to the wrong read. He does it constantly. Cam may have some accuracy issues, but at least he can go through progressions.
Yeah. Although he needs to learn how to read blitzes a little bit better.
He doesn't read blitzes very well, unfortunately. Plus, Cam has legs that Stidham does not.
Yep.
So, Stidham throws an interception. And that's basically the end. I mean, there were, there's still some more drives left, but they're not going to do anything. So, I'm guessing the final score is going to be 33-6, give or take a field goal or two.
Right.
Maybe a touchdown in garbage time or something, but this game is over.
So what they need to do is trade for a receiver.
Nobody's going to give him a receiver.
Or get somebody from somewhere.
They do need a receiver, but
desperately.
But I mean, who are you getting?
I don't even know if that would fix the problem because the O-line is constantly getting hurt. Tooney's now hurt.
Whatever. Tooney's, to be fair, Tooney's had a bad year.
Yeah. And then the defense, I don't know what the defense
The only good lineman this year has been Owinwu.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
The linebacking core is the problem on the defense.
Yeah,
there is nobody there. Yeah.
And they just don't. They used to have really good coverage linebackers that had blitzing ability. And, you had letting Kyle Van Noy. I'm sorry, was the dumbest thing they could have done.
Yeah, that was really foolish.
I thought he was the best linebacker on the team.
He was fantastic.
I thought he was better than Hightower. I know some people like Hightower better.
No, I think Van Noy was better.
Van Noy was more versatile.
Hightower maybe in his younger years, but as he got older,
Hightower.
Before they got Van Noy, it was mainly Hightower.
Yeah, well, it used to be Gerard Mayo, and then Hightower took over.
And then Trey Flowers, they got rid of him.
Yeah, there's been a lot of really
boneheaded decisions. And going back even further, when they traded away Chandler Jones.
That was a mistake. There's a couple of bright spots in the game. Juan Harris, I think, is their best running back by far.
I agree.
Runs hard, makes something out of nothing a lot of times. So
there's bright spots.
Honestly, he should be getting more handoffs, period. I don't know why they continue to use Burkhead in these situations. Stop. Just stop. Harris should get, I think, 20 carries a game.
Oh, both those games are away? They're going to lose both. They'll lose the Buffalo game. They don't play well there.
No, they usually play well, I guess. Well, with Brady, they've beaten Buffalo every time, except for twice. But they don't have Brady anymore, so I don't know. It's 2-minute warning now. They've got to figure out something at receiver and tight end.
Right.
And it's probably not going to happen this year. So
the trade deadline is around the corner.
Yep. So,
And they have cap room, so I don't know what they were doing in the offseason.
What you should have done.
They have $30 million, I think, in cap.
They continue to use Izzo, and I don't understand why.
He's not very good.
He is an atrocious tight end.
He's average.
Dalton Keene, I know, has been hurt, but you had Devin Asasi.
CC, I don't know how you say his
how you
name.
pronounce his name. Why is he not playing more? I don't understand.
He was inactive today. He could have been active.
Why? Why? What did they see in Izzo?
I don't know.
He can block. Okay. You need a receiver. You need those routes over the middle that Gronk used to run.
Right.
That's what you need. And if you don't have that, and you don't have a guy that can run and beat the single high safety with, scissor combinations or the deep in and the on the other side you have the deep post.
Yep.
You're never gonna be able to run the ball effectively with Cam Newton.
Yep.
Because you've got to get them to drop back. Because right now every team is just playing up.
Yep.
How are you supposed to run the ball? You can't. So until they start taking away, damaging these defenses that do single high safety and making them pay for it, they're just going to run it every time.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. So if I'm the Bills next week,
do it.
70% of my snaps should be on defense, single high safety. Play up on the ball.
Yep. Stop the run.
That's all you got to do to beat the Patriots, unfortunately, and that's just the way it is.
There's not much strategy to it.
There is, and I had hoped that last week it was because they couldn't practice, but no, they didn't run any of those kinds of plays today, which means they can't. They don't have any talent for it.
Yeah, they practiced all week.
And Edelman has regressed, and
significantly.
He's old, and it is what it is. Bird is okay at times, but he's not a number 2 receiver. I mean, they were supposed to have Marquise Lee, opted out.
Right.
And then you have Jacoby Myers, who is like the 5th receiver on the depth chart for some godforsaken reason. I don't know why. He's better than Harry. They're insistent on making Harry the number 1 receiver.
He's terrible.
I don't know why. He is, I think, the worst draft pick receiver from, 2 years ago they picked him up?
That was a good throw. And oh my gosh, Edelman caught the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Edelman causes so many interceptions and drops at this point.
That was a good throw by Stidham.
So, I mean, there's nothing else to say. I'm just going to end it.
So next week they go play the Bills. Probably going to get thrashed.
They're going to get creamed. They go to Buffalo. They're going to get fucking creamed. The game will probably be 45-2. Maybe the Bills will give us a safety out of sympathy.
Maybe.
No, I mean, they stand no chance. Now they're going to beat the Jets, I think. But frankly, a tiny breeze can beat the Jets. I'm sorry.
On Monday Night Football.
Reality, the Jets suck. And now if they can't beat the Jets,
then they should just tank the whole
start
season.
tanking because it's hopeless at that point.
Yeah, because after the Jets, their schedule gets really
Yeah, I know.
difficult.
This was the easy part of the schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, if they had just...
oh, look, the last time we lost 3 in a row was 2002.
Yes, and guess what? That's the one year we didn't make the playoffs with Brady. So this is not looking good.
No, not at all.
This is not looking good. I don't think they're making the playoffs.
Oh, well.
They got an over-reliance on these screens, frankly.
Might as well wrap this video up before we just ramble on.
They're going to lose this game, and they're going to... They were close to being really good record. If they had just beaten Seattle, if they had, didn't have the COVID issues and beaten the Broncos...
Things might have looked up. They don't.
It is what it is. So.
Oh, well.
I think the season's more or less... I don't even think the season's going to go on much longer, frankly.
Maybe that tag on Newton won't happen that people keep talking about.
I don't think Newton's the issue, frankly. He wasn't good today. He just has nobody to throw to.
Yeah.
It is what it is. All right. Well, take care.